Wicked. Food. Coffee. Croissants. Donuts. Magic. Wizardry. Spells. A missing tumbler. And all sorts of delicious flavor. What do these things have in common? Nothing really, to be 100% honest. I think we could probably just end the video here if I'm being real. Have nothing in common whatsoever. This whole video is a complete farce. So, sorry to waste your time. No, I kid, obviously. So, last year, I actually got to go and see the part one, if you will, the part one of part two of a two-part saga involving a very popular Broadway musical adaptation, expansion of a movie, but set before the events of the movie. Talking about Wicked. I went and saw Wicked last year, and it was good. I was pleasantly surprised by it. If you haven't seen my official Movie Time of Crash review about it, go check it out. Came out last year. It was one of the big sponsored ones I got to do with Synergy. But that's not what we're talking about. Wicked, as you know, has been everywhere in the advertising. It's been all over stores like Walmart and Target. There's been a lot of like collabs with like beauty products, clothing, designer shoes, costume stuff for Halloween back then. Like all these different things, right? Lots of different Wicked related things. And Wicked sells, right? And it's a pretty fantastic Broadway play that was finally adapted into a movie. So, what does this have to do with coffee? Well, one of the more interesting collabs was with Dunkin' Donuts, or better known nowadays colloquially as Dunkin', where Dunkin' decided, we're going to jump in on the Wicked trend as well too. And they came out with their own official Dunkin' Wicked collab. That's right. It came with a collectible tin. It came with stickers. It came with not one, but two brand new drinks. And it came out with so much more. So, and interestingly enough, the fine people over at Dunkin', as well as the people behind Wicked, were kind enough, because I guess my review of the movie got some views and some people watched it, of part one, because I got to do something pretty rare that I only ever got to really do once before. See, a while back, I actually got to do a summer refresh lineup video for Dunkin' Donuts, aka Dunkin'. I got to try one of their summer menu items. I got to try some of their food, some of their drinks. It was a great hit. Everyone liked it. Everyone involved loved the video and the production, and it was fun. It was nice to, try a bunch of sweet, amazing Dunkin' things. So, well, apparently, we're doing a sequel to that. Which is ironic because Wicked for Good is also the part two. So you could say this is a part one of a part two Wicked for Good double feature, if you will. So, the people at Dunkin' and the people at Wicked were able to allow me to bring my recording stuff in, and they were able to be kind enough, and they were very gracious enough to actually let me try all of the Wicked related things on the menu, plus a bonus Dunkin' item that I've been very excited about. And you'll see that at the end. But, I had a great time actually filming everything, for real. Like, the menu actually looked really good, and, like, the refresh looked really nice. The tin itself is actually really cool looking. So, and it's like a collectible metal tin, which is quite nice. And inside that were some very sprinkled, very interestingly delicious munchkins, or donut holes, if you will. And along with that, not only did I get to try the munchkins themselves and get the tin, but they even hooked me up with not one, but both of the brand new drinks as well. It was a fun time, to be 100% honest. So what you're about to see is the raw, uncut, almost 25-minute, like, taste test, food review, Wicked X Dunkin', like, multi taste test menu review. And it's really cool that I got to do this, because it's because of you guys, right? You guys watching these videos that I'm able to do stuff like this. And that people actually tune in and watch the videos and share it with companies and brands and friends and be like, hey, you know what? This Crash guy's got a pretty good personality. We should let him do a thing. So, but yeah, check it out. And what we're going to do is, near the end of the video, I'm going to throw maybe one or two bonus antidotes and, little behind the scenes and some commentary at the end for you guys to listen to. And that will be it. So, thanks so much for watching, and enjoy. And special thanks to the fine people at Wicked and Wicked for Good and Dunkin' for sponsoring this video. See you around for the end of the video with the commentary and the, you know what I mean. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another wickedly good taste test segment. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you're filming on location again. That's special. Well, it is. See, a while back, there was a particular movie adaptation that came out. It came out, I believe, last year before, somewhere around that ballpark. And it was based on a hit Broadway musical play that was done all over the world, that multiple people are fans of, and is based on a sort of world-building adaptation of a timeless classic, the world that is The Wizard of Oz. Now, obviously everyone knows about, the Wicked Witch of the West, everyone knows about the fairy godmother, stuff like that. But what happens when you build upon that relationship between the two of them and sort of expand the world before Dorothy showed up? Well, that's what you get when you go and see the Broadway musical play Wicked, which is, from what I've been told, one of the best musical Broadway plays of all time. But, interestingly enough, it was so popular that it warranted a movie. And it didn't just warrant one movie. No. It warranted 2 parts. And the fine people at Synergy, back when part 1 came out, Wicked, turns out they were kind enough to invite me out to a very special VIP private Elite Plus screening event for the movie. Some of you may recall, we had like a special hat, and there was some good food, and there was trivia, there was giveaways, there was all sorts of fun stuff. And to my surprise, before that, I wasn't much of a Wicked fan. To be honest, I wasn't much of a Wizard of Oz fan either. But going to the event and seeing the energy from all these dedicated fans, people who've seen the musical, people who are ready for the movie, people who are fans of this timeless classic series, really showed up in strides. The whole theater was packed. And so, ever since the first movie came out, everyone's been wanting a slice of that mystical, magical, flying monkey pie. There's no pies made out of flying monkeys, but that would be weird, wouldn't it? So, because of that, Wicked has been kind of all over the place the past couple years, or at least the past year or two. And one interesting collaboration is definitely one involving a certain coffee chain that you've seen me go to pretty often. One that I'm a fan of, one that I personally like. But what coffee chain would want to do a collaboration officially with a big Broadway musical movie? Oh, look at that. It's Dunkin. And that's the thing with Dunkin. Dunkin has actually really good food. Dunkin has great coffee. And Dunkin's always willing to experiment, do something a little different, do something a little out there, do something that's a little more down to earth, or dare I say, somewhere far from Kansas. So, regardless, the fine people at Dunkin were kind enough to partner up with moi, to actually let me travel to the faraway land of the world of Wicked. Because Dunkin has a very special and limited time only Wicked themed collaboration and menu. That's right. And it's not just one thing. You're probably thinking, oh, Crash, it's probably just like a donut. That's it. You thought wrong. This is a limited edition Wicked and Dunkin' Donuts Munchkin tin that you can get only at Dunkin' Donuts for a limited time. And that is it. It is very nice. It's a high quality tin. And in here are some delicious munchkins, plucked straight from the fairly faraway world itself. Now, what's nice about the tin too is that it's also got a very nice, like, embroidered design on it. It's very custom made. The sides are super nice as well too. Everything's fully decked out from the outside of the tin itself down to even the munchkins themselves. They have pink and green sprinkle Dunkin' munchkins. Now, you may be thinking, there's no need to go this extra. But it's worth it. Because honestly, these look really good. And how often do you get to see me try something sweet? So with that in mind, let's jump in our first taste test. That's right, you heard me. I said first, as in plural. Let's try the Wicked Dunkin' Munchkins. Mmm. 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 You know what? Not bad. Not bad at all. It's your sweet, flaky, but well-known, delicious munchkin with a little bit of that pink and green sort of candy sprinkle right on there. And it gives it that little bit of crunch to it as well too. But you still get the taste of that sort of glazed, sugary, oh so delicious goodness that you get only from a munchkin at Dunkin' Donuts. And The best part too is that these fun little donut holes, you can get one of these tins for a very limited time. It comes with some Wicked and Dunkin' Munchkins, plus an assortment of your favorites. The tin itself is actually, I believe, $10. Some states may vary. But you can also get just the Munchkins themselves for, I think, just a few bucks if you order on the app or order in store. But the tin is super wickedly cool. And honestly, this is a tin that I probably will wind up bringing with me for when I go see Wicked for good. And maybe, pack some popcorn and snacks and stuff in there. But we're not done there. Dunkin' decided to step up their game with this. They didn't just stop at, donut holes and munchkins. I want to introduce you to something. It is the Pink Wicked Refresher. It is very much a deliciously sweet, but perfectly balanced. Everything as according as it should be. Refresher. With a ton of flavor. Now you may be asking yourself, oh Crash, what's actually in the Wicked Pink Refresher? Well, I can pull up the Dunkin' app right now, and I can show you. The Pink Refresher comes with strawberry dragon fruit, sparkling water, and a little bit of blueberry in it. Yeah, surprisingly. It is a triple powerhouse of berry flavor, all in a nice pink little color. And it comes out really nice, especially because if you're just parched and need something on the go, just to sort of cleanse your palate, but something that's going to taste equally good, why not refresh yourself with the Wicked Pink Refresher at Dunkin'? Honestly, that's pretty good. I taste the strawberry, but the strawberry's not overpowering. I taste the dragon fruit, which, if you're a big fan of dragon fruit, the dragon fruit definitely is a noticeable flavor, but again, it's perfectly balanced with the strawberry. And that tiny little hint of blueberry for that little bit of sort of tart taste keeps everything wickedly balanced, to say the least. It's actually pretty good. I am very pleasantly surprised with that. And on top of that, even if it's just too much sugar for you, right? You can always customize it on the app or even let them know in store. So if you want something that's definitely going to refresh your senses, you can definitely do so. Which is why I like Dunkin' over a certain coffee chain. And then you're thinking, okay, Crash, so they made a pink refresher and glazed up some munchkins. They couldn't have come out with more stuff, could they? Meet the Wicked Green Matcha Refresh. Or basically the Wicked Green Matcha. It is matcha powder, whole milk, toasted almond, and brown sugar, all in one beverage. You need something that's gonna keep you prepared, get you ready for the day, keep you on guard, because you can't trust no one. At least most no one. And unfortunately, when you're trying to learn how to deal with magic and deal with sort of the otherworldly political side of certain things, sometimes you need something to keep you alert, but still keep you going. And that's what the wicked green matcha is. Mm. Hmm. And very interesting because it has something that I'm definitely not used to, because I actually like matcha. I can't have matcha often just because the way matcha is made in the United States, it's either too sweet, too caffeinated, or just too much overall. But honestly, the brown sugar really complements it so that it gives it still a little bit of sweetness to cut through the matcha taste a little bit, making it not as overpowering. You also have the toasted almond, which kind of adds more to the earthy taste, but still gives it sort of a unique flavor profile that complements the matcha taste itself. And then on top of that, the matcha powder is actually pretty well blended in a nice drink. And I really like the green hue and design of it. So, but yeah. It's actually a really good taste. Not gonna lie. It's a very potent, earthy, yet strong flavor. So as you can clearly see, the people at Dunkin have definitely been busy brewing something up between the collaboration with Wicked. And look, obviously, I'm going to be the one to tell you this, but go see Wicked for Good in theaters when it comes out. Go to your local cinema. Go get yourself a ticket and go enjoy yourself a fantastic ride for people of all ages. But we're not quite done yet. You stuck around to the very end of this. So, you're thinking, well, okay, they've got the Wicked Tin. They've got the pink refresher. And they've got the green matcha. They couldn't have possibly done more, Crash. Well, I hate to tell you this, but they did. Dunkin's winter lineup is here as well, too. And with it comes some amazing, outstanding drinks and snacks, including my personal favorite. They brought back the cookie butter. Oh, yeah. And not just the cookie butter. Oh, no. You thought they were done after they got done with just the cookie butter. No. The cookie butter, the toasted white chocolate, and peppermint mocha are back at Dunkin'. And obviously, I had to get my iced decaf coffee like I usually do. But we're trying the cookie butter one. Ooh, that's really good. Oh man, that's a good coffee. Now, for those wanting to recreate my creation, I got a large iced decaf with a little bit of almond milk. I got 2 shots of toasted almond, 2 shots of cookie butter, and 2 shots of hazelnut. Or you could swap the hazelnut for like a vanilla or like pretty much a butter pecan, whatever you prefer. But for me, couldn't go wrong with the cookie butter. I do plan on also releasing separate shorts and separate videos of both the peppermint mocha and the toasted white chocolate. So don't worry, those are going to be coming soon. But then you thought, okay, that's it, right? You showed off the Wicked stuff. You showed off your new coffee. There can't be anything else. This one's a personal favor. See, the fine people at Dunkin' were kind enough to hook me up and sponsor today's video. with all of the amazing wicked stuff. And with some little taste of their winter menu, to say the least. Including something that I have been excited for ever since it got announced online. For those who don't know, I love croissants. I could eat them all the time. I'm not a cake person. I'm not a cupcake person. I am not one of those people that will eat like chocolate bars or like candy corns or like a lot of sweet stuff often. Just because unfortunately, A, I have health restrictions, and B, I was always picky with my sweets. But then, the mad, twisted, wicked witches of the West over at Dunkin came up with something unique. We have a raspberry stuffed croissant. You heard me right. It's raspberry stripped, right? Raspberry striped. And it has raspberry filling, a fruity raspberry filling, stuffed inside of a croissant. This has been the one I've been waiting for. I'm gonna make a mess. But it's gonna be oh so delicious and worth it. Actually, no. We're gonna give it that pull apart. Let's give it that fancy pull apart. Ooh. Look at that. With the raspberry filling inside. Oh, that looks good. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. I'm weird. Okay. Because I like sweets that are very like savory, flaky, but have a slight sweet taste to them. Right? So I love danishes, I love croissants, I love coffee cakes. I love stuff like that. Stuff that you can, well, pair with a coffee. That's kind of just what I grew up with, and that's kind of what I like. Sure, as a kid, I liked a lot of different chocolate bars and sweets. But Dunkin' answered the call with a raspberry stuffed croissant that is so flaky, perfectly toasted, nice and crispy, warmed up, and with raspberry filling and raspberry taste on the croissant. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm, 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 mmm. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. And with that, I want to thank the people at Dunkin' for sponsoring today's special extended taste test video with a sponsored video. The fine people at Dunkin' were kind enough to hook me up with the raspberry stuffed croissant with the wicked tin stuffed to the brim with munchkins. With a green matcha. And with the pink refresher. Obviously, if you get a chance, this holiday season, head on over to Dunkin, won't you? Go get yourself the pink refresher. Go get yourself the green matcha. Get yourself a very limited Dunkin' and Wicked Munchkin tin stuffed to the brim with delicious munchkins. Get yourself a cookie butter coffee. And obviously, get yourself a raspberry stuffed croissant. Special thanks to the people at Dunkin' for sponsoring today's taste test video. And thank you so much for the hookup. And I'll see you in theaters. Wicked for Good is coming out soon. Go check it out. And who knows? You might even see a Movie Time with Crash review for that coming up soon too. See you back in Kansas, Dorothy. Oh hey, welcome back. So we're at the end of the video. And a few little quick antidotes since you made it to the very end of this video. First off, once again, I do want to reiterate, thank you very much to the fine people behind Wicked for Good and Dunkin, aka Dunkin' Donuts, for sponsoring the video. So a couple small things. One, I never showed off the stickers because I got the stickers at a later date because they didn't have them in at the time of recording, but they got them in like a day or two after. But I got the stickers here with me, and I wanted to show off the stickers. So there's that one, which is the Wicked Dunkin' sticker, which I think is pretty neat. I'm going to slap that on like my water bottle or something. There's the Wicked Fairy Princess with the Dunkin' logo right on it, which I think is pretty cool. I like that one. And my personal favorite, because of the design and the way they did it, the witch with her riding on her broom, sort of like a comet or like a fireball, which I think is really, really cool. So as soon as my camera decides to focus. You focused on the first two. Why can't you focus on this one? There you go. But you guys clearly see it. It's a cool sticker. It's a really cool sticker. So there's that. Second behind the scenes thing. Apparently they also had like a special Wicked and Dunkin' like tumbler, if you will, a water bottle tumbler type thing. The location I went to go and film everything did not have them in stock and did not even receive them. And apparently, like, none of the stores in the area that I live in got the water bottle or tumbler. So, and I was told if they ever did wind up getting them in, that the manager and the people that work at that Dunkin' would get me one for as you know, as sort of hey, thanks for filming everything with us and being part of all this. Never wound up getting one, but that's okay. I'm not upset about it by all means. It would have been cool to have, but like I would have loved to showcase it as part of this video, but it wasn't there. So and finally, interestingly enough, so the donut holes, aka the munchkins that I got that were part of the tin, I actually wound up giving some of those to a friend of mine, and they tried them as well too, and they really liked them. So the quality of those were actually really good in my friend's opinion, and I'm glad that they liked them a lot. So, and again, this isn't the first time I've done actually a sponsored video with Dunkin'. So this now makes my second sponsored Dunkin video, which I think is really neat. So, because I don't get to do stuff like that often, which is quite nice. So, but overall, it was a very fun experience. It was cool to record and do stuff like that again, and just set up, as you saw the photos in the video, like multiple camera angles with the photos and shoot different things and highlight everything. I really liked it. So, but other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I usually hate saying stuff like this at the end of a video, but in all seriousness, right? Like, actually like the video, comment, subscribe, share the video, do all the stuff that the algorithm gods, command you to do. Spread the video around. I don't like, when I do sponsored videos and stuff like that, I don't like doing all these big, like, flashy, videos with like all the texts on screen and like big large PNGs running around and green screens and special effects and all that. I like something that's more personal, wholesome, down to earth, kind of almost like a home video, if you will. So, and apparently a lot of companies and brands, from what I've been told by other brands and companies behind the scenes, is that they enjoy sort of the more cozier take whenever I do videos like this. So thank you guys for actually tuning in and watching and for supporting. And I wanted to end the year on something actually just quite unique and fun. But don't think we're done just yet. There is one other particular company that I have to actually, go review and see the movie itself, right? I mean, can't just eat all the delicious snacks at Dunkin' and talk about Wicked for Good and not see Wicked for Good. So, with that in mind, part 2 of this Wicked for Good double feature is coming out soon. Keep an eye for that. And, thanks for watching. Seriously. Thank you. I appreciate you. You especially. Yes, you. Oh, and obviously, if you can, go support your local Dunkin'. Go get some coffee. Go get some snacks. Seriously, go get the raspberry stuffed croissant. I love it. I don't eat sweets often, but it's like my one special cheat day sweet that I like to get every now and then, especially because it tastes so good. So, that about does it. And, yeah. Bye. For real this time. This is not a fake out like earlier. This is me actually saying goodbye, and tune in for part 2. So, bye.